From November 2006 to March 2007, some pilot work was done on the outlets, the culverted outlets to the McDonald Creeks on the West Vancouver shoreline. This is one of the first significant wave events of the spring, showing the reflected wave energy off the riprap walls just to the west of the first creek outlet, and the concentration of the plunging wave energy into a very narrow band, which is eroding the cobbles and sand and moving it towards the creek outlets. You can see in the white water the suspended sand and cobbles as it moves towards the first of the boulder gardens, which have been placed in front of the creeks. Now, the intent of these boulder gardens is primarily to retain the bed load sediments that are coming down the creeks rather than having them jetted off into deep water, as has been happening for many years. This broadens the intertidal area, creates a flatter shoreline, retains the sands for feeding the downdrift beaches, and should improve the habitat, the intertidal habitat, and with future rock placement, also the offshore kelp habitat with some placement of some further boulder fields that move it subtidally. You can see here that the waves are breaking in a broader pattern. There are 2 rows of boulder gardens offshore, and the waves the beach is perched against these boulders and breaks over this wide zone so that it's only inches high as it strikes the shoreline rather than rising up and running across the seawall, as has been known to happen. The flow of sediment past the rock garden is shown there as a attached groin so that it does not block the flow of the natural flow of beach sediment, but only shapes it and keeps it close to the foreshore so that it is not lost again to deep water, as there is not a lot of material here that we can afford to lose it. This should dramatically improve the overall shoreline quality, including the habitat, the aesthetics, and the shoreline protection for the seawall.